Scholar for Peace as a network based at the Institute of Asian Studies,ฬาลงกรณ์ University, the leading academic institute of Thailand, as a research and academic forum and project under the Muslim Study Center of the ASEAN Institute. We complement very important research and program or activities with engaging and contemporary issues. We believe that it is only the demand of time to create conducive environment where each faith-based group can understand each other for a better functioning and peaceful society. We firmly hold the claim that we as Muslims truly believe that among various religious groups, more are common than difference. The moral and social norms are common for all. It's only the misunderstanding that allow to see diversity as differences. Let us overcome these limitations. To understand the diverse beauty, dialogue is important. We endorse it and initiated this program. This conference is second of our public lecture series started from September 2016. The public lecture series is the first public platform for Scholar for Peace. The basic idea of the public issue series initiative is to provide a grand idea of interactive dialogue with various stakeholders concerning religious philosophy. The objective of the public lecture series are as follows. First, to address and clarify the confusing contemporary issue to larger audience, mainly Muslim youths. Second, to create conceptual link among youths, academia, leadership, and various segments of the society as a whole. The program can provide a platform where the academia as well as other relevant personalities or even initiative or movement will be able to display their ideas or critically evaluate some of the contested issue or address difficult socio-religious challenges. We accept that this will allow various groups or stakeholders to express their opinion and demystify the confusion, meaning the clarity can be brought through the process. We expect with your participation, the conference can help to build knowledge and understanding among the multi-types of stakeholders. With this expectation, I welcome all of you to the conference. Thanks you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Jazakumullah khairan, Professor Dr. Jalan Marulim, the Chief Advisor of Scholar Network for Peace. and the head of International Relations from Thammasat University. And now I would like to request our Assistant Professor, Dr. Pirongrong Ramasud, the Vice President ofฬาลงกรณ์ University, to please come on the stage for your opening speech. Thank you.
Good morning and greetings of peace. Your Excellency Professor Dr. Shaki Ibrahim Abdel Karim Musa Alan, the Grand Mufti of Egypt. Excellency Dr. Nasharuddin Mat Isa, Executive Director and CEO Global Movement of Moderates Foundation Malaysia. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf ofฬาลงกรณ์ University, I'm very pleased to welcome all of you to this international conference on moderation, an Islamic approach to face the global transition on ASEAN Thailand. Although this is the first of its kind inฬาลงกรณ์ University, I believe this is just the beginning of similar endeavors of similar fashion in the future. I'm very pleased to see so many colleagues, professors, and friends from the various faiths and universities all in one room. This conference provides a unique opportunity for all of us to discuss something very timely and much needed. The world is now at a crossroads, faced with rising nationalism, conflicts, and a great deal of misunderstanding, which is often propelled not only by bias, long existing bias, but also by political interest. In regard to Islam and Muslims, some have obviously failed to take the right path of explicit Islamic direction, and instead are adopting interpretation which is not in line with Islamic philosophy. There are various explanations as to why of such diversion, but in its simplest version, all the global extremism, whether it's ultranationalists or extremists, seem to be functioning in a way that are supporting each other mutually. And one of such groups is ISIS. Other groups that are similar and often claim religious affiliation with different roots, but making similar implications. For example, the 969 movement in Myanmar, which claims it is a true Buddhist group, or the Ku Klux Klan in the US, which claim its religious affiliation to Christianity, or even right-wing political solidarity across Europe and Asia. All these groups are causing divisions. They are uniquely supremacist in nature and only causing animosity and destruction. In Southeast Asia, extremist groups such as the 969 movement in Myanmar is well connected across other groups functioning across Asia, like in Sri Lanka or in other Buddhist countries. It is reported that the extremist groups in Asia claiming their lineage to Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, and Christianity are simultaneously trying to put their agenda in bigger political discourse. This could be done either by taking advantage of the gaps in national and regional responses to the conflict, or by exploiting the ideological ignorance and creating intra-religious, inter-nations, and intercultural divisions. In light of the contemporary global change, there has been little academic work done to understand its nature and how moderation can play a significant role in tackling its adverse outcome. It is also noted that academia in this region is yet to develop a common platform to promote such idea. To my knowledge, this very conference is probably one of the first attempts to understand such dynamics and identify some of the way out as a sustainable resolution. General sponsorships from GMMF Malaysia has made this conference an important venue and made it possible as a platform for discussion. The challenges facing this conference and all of you here, I think, are very significant, but I'm confident that you will succeed in your objectives. I wish you a very pleasant stay here in Bangkok at Chulalongkorn University and in Thailand, and a very productive and successful meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Assistant. He received his PhD in 1999 from the Al-Azhar University, where many Thai of students has completed from Al-Azhar Cairo. The Grand Mufti is the government's first and the primary source of religious authority. He is seen as the symbolic religion representative of the government and is able to issue fatwa on the religious matter. And now may kindly invite our keynote speaker today, Professor Dr. Shauki Ibrahim Abdul Karim Musa Ahlam, the Grand Mufti of Egypt, to come on the stage. And I request Your Excellency to deliver the topic under the entitled of Moderate Islam and the Radicalization and Counter-Violence, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله. أحييكم أيها السادة الحضور، أحييكم بتحية الإسلام. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God and blessings on His choicest Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. I welcome all of you and greet you with the greeting of Islam, which is peace. So may God's peace and blessings be upon all of you.
أنا اليوم سعيد بمجيئي إلى هذه الجامعة العريقة.
I am very delighted to be in this distinguished university.
أخبرت بأنه مر عليها أكثر من 100 عام.
I was told that you are celebrating the 100th anniversary for this beautiful university.
وهذا عمر طويل في بناء العقل الإنساني.
And this is a long-lasting project in constructing the mindset of human beings.
أظن أن الجامعات ودور البحث العلمي هي أحد الأعمدة الأساسية في سبيل حياة هادئة مستقرة.
I believe that universities such as this and all academic centers of learning is one of the cornerstones of stability and peace building.
ومن هنا ننطلق إلى هذه التحديات التي تواجهنا في العصر الحاضر.
And from this we move to the current challenges we are facing in the contemporary world.
لا يخفى عليكم أنه قد برز اليوم في هذا الوقت مجموعات إرهابية شديدة الخطورة.
As you are all aware that unfortunately we are witnessing the rise of terror groups who are terrorizing the entire world.
صحيح أنه على مر التاريخ كانت تبرز بين الحين والآخر بعض المجموعات الإرهابية أو التي أزعجت في وقتها مكان محدد أو دولة بعينها لكننا الآن أمام تطور نوعي خطير.
Historically speaking, such groups have been risen in many parts of the world, but these groups were short-lived. But as you agree with me that we are facing a different type of challenges right now.
هذا التطور النوعي يستدعي منا وضع خطة معمقة، خطة مدروسة لمواجهة هذه التحديات.
Such extreme dangers necessitates that we come together to establish a unifying front and plan to better combat this type of imminent challenge.
إننا في حاجة ماسة إلى التعمق في عقل الإرهابي ودراسة الأسباب التي أدت إلى أن يصير إلى هذا المصير الآن.
We are in a dire need to sort out and chart out sort of an anatomy of the terrorist mindset, and also to study in details the root causes for terrorism.
هناك مجموعة من العلاقات والأسباب المعقدة المتشابكة التي أدت إلى بروز هذا النوع من الإرهاب في الوقت الحاضر.
I believe that there are sort of interlocking relationships and causes that made terrorism an imminent challenge in our contemporary time.
لا يمكن أن نتخلص من أو أن ننحي سببا منها جانبا دون أن ننظر إليها كمجموعة متكاملة.
We cannot single out a specific root cause, but rather we have to look holistically to these type of causes in order to reach a solution.
ليست الظروف الاقتصادية أو الاجتماعية أو العلمية أو السياسية كل منها يعني يمكن أن يمثل دورا منفصلا، لكن كل هذه الأسباب هي في الحقيقة تسهم بشكل أو بآخر في إيجاد مثل هذه المجموعات الإرهابية.
Economic, social, scientific, scholarly, or political causes, yes, can be a cause, but we cannot look at each and every aspect alone to the exclusion of other important aspects. We have to take everything into perspective in order to combat terrorism that is an imminent challenge in our modern world.
ولهذا فإنه ينبغي، وأنا أؤكد على ذلك كثيرا، على مدى التاريخ الإنساني أن الأديان لا علاقة لها بالإرهاب.
I have been in the forefront of maintaining that, historically speaking, religions have nothing to do with terrorism.
لأن الأديان السماوية والتي أرسل الله سبحانه وتعالى الرسل بها إلى البشرية إنما جاءت لصالح البشر ولم تكن أبدا لتضاد مصالح البشر.
All religions and all prophets came for the betterment of human beings. They did not come to spread animosity and terror among human beings.
وأنا أتكلم عن الدين الإسلامي بصفة خاصة، ونحن في سلوكنا اليومي نبدأ كل عمل من الأعمال ببسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Now, as far as Islam is concerned, we in our normal dealings and behavior, we start practically each and everything with the prayer in the name of God, most gracious and most merciful.
هل يمكن بمن يبدأ ببسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بهذه الكلمة الرحمن الرحيم أن يؤدي إلى مضار بالنسبة للبشرية؟
It is not conceivable that for such a person who starts his each and everything in his life with this prayer in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, to do something that runs counter to the concept of mercy and peace.
أول آية في القرآن الكريم بعد أن نفتح المصحف الشريف أول آية بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
If we start our to read our holy book, the Holy Quran, you will find the first verse that comes to your mind and sight is in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful.
التحية فيما بين الإنسان والإنسان السلام عليكم.
We greet each other by peace be with you.
وأنا اطلعت على كثير من الكتب السابقة من الإنجيل والتوراة ووجدت أن كلمة السلام عليكم هي الأساس في كل تحية بين الإنسان والإنسان.
And in reading all previous divine scriptures, I also came to know that peace is very fundamental in world religious scriptures.
الملائكة تحيتها السلام.
Angels salute each other with peace.
الإنسان في الآخرة تحيته السلام.
Even in the hereafter, our salutation will be peace.
إذا نحن أمام منظومة متكاملة هي السلام عليكم.
So we are really, in front of sort of a paradigm, and this paradigm is called peace.
ولهذا لابد من إبعاد التهمة تماما عن الأديان في خصوص الإرهاب.
And that's why we emphasize that religions have nothing to do with terror.
فالإرهاب لا دين له لا يقره أي دين من الأديان.
So terrorism cannot be sanctioned by any religions.
ولهذا نحن نحتاج إلى فهم أكثر وعمق أكثر في الفهم من أجل أن نصل إلى الحقيقة في سبيل دحض هذا الإرهاب أو في سبيل إبعاد الإرهاب.
Therefore, we are in a dire need for a scholarly and deep understanding in order to combat and refute the claims of terror and terrorists.
وأنا أظن أنني جئت من بلد هي مصر بأنها بالفعل نبهت كثيرا إلى قضية الإرهاب.
And I come from Egypt, this profound country which has been in the forefront of countries, warning people and warning countries from the menace of terrorism.
منذ ما يزيد عن 40 عاما من الآن ومصر دائما في أحاديثها السياسية الدينية تحذر كثيرا من الإرهاب.
For the last 40 years or so, Egypt has been warning of the menace and poison of terrorism.
وهذا راجع إلى أن الأزهر الشريف وهو يعني مدرسة علمية معهد علمي عمره الآن أكثر من 1060 سنة.
Egypt is the land of Al-Azhar, which is a scholarly religious seminary which dates back more than 1,060 years.
في طوال هذه المدة الزمنية الطويلة والأزهر إنما يبني الإنسان الهادئ المستقر الذي يشارك في الحضارة الإنسانية والحضارة الإسلامية بطبيعة الحال في كل أقطار العالم وليس في مصر فقط.
And for the last 1,000 years, Al-Azhar University has been producing graduates from its seminary, graduates who have a scholarly formation, graduates who contributes to stability and peace building and contributes in constructing world civilizations in practically each and every part of the world.
هنا في تايلاند أجيال كثيرة تعلمت في الأزهر الشريف.
Thailand, for example, there have been so many graduates who have been educated and tutored at Al-Azhar.
في ماليزيا، إندونيسيا، باكستان، دول عديدة في آسيا وفي إفريقيا، في أمريكا، في أوروبا، كلهم تعلموا في الأزهر الشريف على مدى التاريخ.
In many parts of the world, in this region, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Pakistan, Asia, Africa, Europe, America, practically each and every country has been taught at Al-Azhar University.
هل يمكن أن نقول بأن هذا النموذج من التعليم أو هذه المنهجية التي يسير بها الأزهر الشريف هل يمكن أن تؤدي إلى حياة أو إلى استقرار مجتمعي أو تؤدي إلى تهديد السلم والأمن الدولي؟ أنا أظن بأن هذه المنهجية طوال هذه السنوات 1060 سنة هي تؤدي بالفعل إلى استقرار مجتمعي يبني الإنسان ويبني البنيان.
I'm very comfortable to claim that this type of methodology of Al-Azhar is a contributing factor to stability and peace building for the last 1060 years, constructing the scholarly mindset as well as also contributing to the well-being of societies at large.
ولهذا فإننا نحتاج إلى هذه المنهجية التي نبني بها معا الإنسان ونبتعد عن العنف.
So we are really in a dire need for this type of methodology which builds human beings and human societies as well as resisting violence and terror.
الفتوى أيضا من تلعب دورا مهما بل هو من أهم الأدوار في خصوص الإرهاب.
Also issuing fatwas, and fatwa for those who are not familiar with the term, it is a non-binding religious advice issued by a qualified person called mufti in Arabic in all matters of religion. So His Eminence is saying that also fatwa plays a major role in contributing to stability and combating violence.
ونحن في دار الإفتاء المصرية وأنا على رأس هذه المؤسسة نحن في كفاح مستمر وفي حرب ضد الحرب لأجل تحقيق السلام.
And we as a president or a chairman of Dar al-Ifta, Egypt's Dar al-Ifta, we are actually in perpetual intellectual war against the terror and terrorist groups.
حاربنا داعش كثيرا وما زلنا حاربناها فكريا بكل الوسائل.
We combated the ideology of ISIS intellectually, and we are also keeping up with all technological means to combat them.
وأنا لا أقصد داعش بذاتها وإنما أقصد كل من يحمل فكر داعش.
I do not single out ISIS alone, but actually we are fighting and combating all the groups that carry this type of poison.
نحن قرأنا في دار الإفتاء المصرية قرأنا فكر داعش من ناحية المنطلقات ومن ناحية الفتاوى التي تصدر عن داعش قرأناها جميعا وفندناها ورددنا عليها فتوى.
We have monitored and analyzed all the output of ISIS and similar groups, and we have come to analyze them, and also refute them and combat their radical ideas.
داعش تصدر مجلة في الفضاء الإلكتروني باللغة الإنجليزية تسمى دابق، وهي مجلة يتأثر بها الكثير لأنها أخرجت في ثوب تكنولوجي معاصر ومغري، ونحن قابلنا هذه المجلة بمجلة أخرى باللغة الإنجليزية أيضا سميناها مجلة بصيرة أو إنسايت.
As you all know, Daesh or ISIS publishes an electronic English magazine called Dabek in English, which is very savvy and attractive to young people. We have produced a counter-narrative for Dabek, also with the same attraction and artistic appeal for young people. We called it Insight in English.
أيضا حاربناها في الفضاء الإلكتروني لأجل أن نبصر الشباب ونخاطب الشباب بصفة خاصة في صفحة وهي يتفاعل معها الكثير من الشباب في اللغة الإنجليزية والفرنسية، الصفحة داعش تحت المجهر.
Also, we have very visible electronic presence. For example, we have put together a Facebook fan page in Arabic, English, and French. It's called Daesh or ISIS Under the Microscope, in which we monitor and refute their claims.
نحن في حرب مستمرة حتى يتحقق الاستقرار في العالم.
So we are practically in perpetual intellectual war until peace and stability is accomplished all over the world.
في العام الماضي أقمنا مؤتمر في القاهرة تحت عنوان التكوين العلمي والتأهيل الإفتائي لأئمة المساجد للأقليات المسلمة في دول العالم، وحضر هذا المؤتمر أكثر من 80 دولة، وكان تحت مظلة الأمانة العامة لدور هيئات الإفتاء في العالم التي أنشأناها في القاهرة في 2015.
Last year we held a conference under the title The Scholarly Formation and Training of Imams or Religious Clerics Serving Muslim Communities all over the world. It was under the auspices of an initiative that we launched a year ago. It is called General Secretariat for Fatwa Authorities Worldwide, and it was well attended. We had 80 countries, representatives of 80 countries attended this important scholarly conference.
من أجل ذلك أنا أحيي وأثمن الدور الذي تقوم به الجامعة ويقوم به كل إنسان يريد الاستقرار في العالم من أجل توسيع دائرة المعتدلين.
Therefore, I really commend and appreciate the important role played by this great university in building networks of moderates all over the world.
نحن نريد أن نعمل معا ونريد أن يحل السلام محل هذه الهجمة الشرسة على الإنسان وعلى البنيان بل حتى طالت الحيوانات.
We really need to work together in order for peace and stability to be supreme, and not only for the sake of humans, but for the sake of all living creatures.
شكرا لكم، شكرا جزيلا.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So is there any questions for the audience, please? Otherwise, I'm going to move to the sessions that now I would like to invite once again our Assistant Professor Pirong Ramasud, the Vice President ofฬาลงกรณ University, on the front, and also our Grand Mufti of Egypt, Excellency, to come on the front for presenting our special gift fromฬาลงกรณ University, please. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you very much, Grand Mufti of Egypt, Professor Dr. Shauki Ibrahim Abdul Karim Musa Ahlam, for your fruitful speech of the sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, may kindly set up our stage now. We are going to have a session of signing MOU between the Global Movement of Moderate Foundations and the Institution of ASEAN Study. The Associate Professor Dr. Nuan Tirat, the Director of Institute of ASEAN Study, Chulalongkorn University, and Dato Nasharuddin Mat